Facebook and YouTube family on here really quick. Got some info for you guys. Let me get everybody in here. Okay, Mr. Gucci Maserati. We might have to check that out. All right. So y'all know you can go ahead and drop the questions. I'm going to be taking those, answering them. Tell me what it is that you want to know about your stimulus, IRS, or what's coming down this pipeline so I can inform you guys. So I'm going to let you drop your questions. Hi, Mr. Rome. You can inbox me. I will definitely help you out. Okay. Hello, Lorraine. How are you? Hey, Melanin Poppin', Patrell. What's going on, Carlos? Hey, Miss Tanya. How you doing? We finished your taxes. You have to talk to me, Miss Tanya. We finished your taxes. So, yeah, get in my inbox when you get a chance because I want to just make sure we finished everything for you and you're satisfied, okay? All right, I am ready. I know that's right. Bring me them questions so I can go on and answer them for you real quick. Okay. All right. So somebody already done started me with these questions. Hey, Dwight. Yes, everybody. Thank you. For those who are tuning in, please share the live and introduce me to one of your friends because I'm sure they got questions and I know I got an answer. Okay. So thank you. You know, I was trying a little something different today. You know, thank you. All right, so let's get with it really quick because y'all know I don't like to keep y'all long. So somebody just asked here on TikTok, said that they were asking about the PPP. So let me hash that out for you guys really quick. All right. So if you don't know, the SBA did extend the PPP until May 31st. SBA says they will still be working loans in the month of June, but it actually ends in May. So that you can't submit anymore, okay? So what that could possibly mean for some of you guys who are putting in your PPP loan applications, okay? So when you put in your PPP loan application, you have to wait, especially if this is your first, you have to wait 8 weeks, okay? 5 + 3, 8 weeks before you can apply for the second one. Your bank will let you know when you can apply again, okay? All right, Sarah, I'm gonna get to you. So that is how we're gonna operate the first and the second. Now, if some of you guys are dragging your feet and you are not sure that you wanna apply for the PPP, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you are running out of time. And if you don't apply soon, by the time the 8 weeks pass, the loan program will be over and you will not be able to get in for a second loan. So, of course, y'all should already know by now who can apply, but if you don't, anybody with employees, okay, but also individuals, and this is most of my small business owners that watch me. So if you're a small business owner, Grubhub driver, you deliver groceries, you work for Ship It, you work for any of those companies, you can do it. But here's what you have to have, what seems that a lot of people don't seem to get. You need to have a 2019 taxes with your Schedule C. And Schedule C is self-employment, okay? So you should have that already done from 2019. Hopefully you filed every year. If you don't, you can apply with a 2020 tax return. But if you apply with a 2020 tax return, you are only going to be able to get one distribution of this loan, one payout. Why? Because you only have 2020 to go with. There is no 21, okay? Taxes to turn in because they're hoping that this pandemic will be gone by next year, which will be 2021 tax filing season, okay? So if you want to be able to get your first and your second draw, you need to apply for the first one. Wait those 8 weeks. Your bank will let you know you can apply. And then you can do it again. Now, 8 weeks is also what you have to wait before you do your PPP loan forgiveness, all right? So a lot of people are thinking they're going to get this forgiveness, but let me tell y'all right now, if you don't have 60% of that money that you receive, 60% of it has to go to payroll. So this is what I am telling people to do. Take your loan amount, multiply it times 0.6, okay? Whatever that amount is, that is the amount that you need to show to your bank when you do your forgiveness, to show them that this is what you put or what you paid for payroll. And how are you going to demonstrate that you paid yourself in payroll? Easy. All you need to do is, if you have a business account, some of you do, some of you don't. So let's talk about those that do. If you have a business account, write yourself a check from your business account. So I would write myself, my Shamika is who I really am, but my business would say one thing. I'd write myself a check and deposit it. And when you get ready to put in your application for forgiveness, your bank may ask for bank statements. Okay. You can show the bank you have proof that you paid yourself, because you're going to show that you cashed a check. You cashed your business check in your personal account. You paid yourself. You can also use Square for payroll. You could use QuickBooks for payroll. But right now, I don't believe that they're being too picky on what it is that you have to use. Every bank probably has some separate requirements. So if you did not get a chance to ask your bank, what do they require for the PPP loan forgiveness? This is the time to do it. They'll give you either a sheet of paper, a checklist, or whatever they require so that you can start getting prepared for that now. We do not want to wait until the last minute. Okay, y'all know how things are changing so fast with our little Uncle Sam and his government. It change like this, okay? So that is how you're going to prepare. Now, whatever is left, that other 40%, you can spend it however you want to. They will, they may, I'm not going to say will, they may ask for receipts. Okay. Not everyone has done, not every bank is requiring that. Again, that's why I'm telling you to go to your bank so you can find out exactly what it is that they are requiring from you, so that you're not waiting until the last minute and then you don't have no way of showing nothing and then you stuck paying. Okay. So it's a lot of people thinking, oh, I'm going to get this quick 20,000. I'm going to get this first draw, this second draw, that's 40 grand. And you're not going to have to pay it back. Some of y'all going to be hurt because some of y'all are going to have to pay that back. Why? Because you did not plan to get your documents together to show the bank what it is that they need. The bank has to review your information first. If you pass what they call as their little first step review, then they're moving on and send it to the SBA. The bank doesn't want to hear SBA's mouth, so they're going to make sure that you are correct, because if it's wrong, then the bank has to be held responsible and you have to be held responsible, and the bank doesn't want to be, okay? So make sure that you're planning ahead of time, all right? So if you guys got any more questions with PPP, please ask. Let me look really quick to see if you guys ask me anything else about that before I move on, all right? So I hope I answered your question. I am ready. It's going to be 8 weeks before you go to the second round. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go back. Somebody said something about a stimulus. Still no stimulus. No favor on unemployment income. What's up? I am going to get to that. Rhonda, you probably ain't gonna like the answer, but I'm going to tell you. Okay. What does this say? Mine is due to hit my account the 7th. Awesome. That's right. Let's see what we got. Anything over here in nope. And then of course, I know you guys hit me with all the questions over here in Facebook land. Okay. So as far as PPP, 8 weeks. Okay. 8 weeks for the loan forgiveness that you can apply for, or 8 weeks before you can go back and get your second loan. Now, let me bust some of y'all bubble that some of y'all may not have known this, but this is true. All right. For everyone. If you got a PPP loan, now, I want to make sure y'all share or tag somebody, because I know they don't know this. If you got a PPP loan and, okay, I said and you are on unemployment, you are not supposed to receive them both. You are only supposed to receive unemployment income when you hit your 8 weeks after your disbursement of your PPP loan funds, all right? So to break that down and make that sound real easy, pretty much you cannot double dip. If you did, which a lot of people did, if unemployment finds out, you're going to have to pay the state back, okay? The federal government 9 times out of 10 are not going to, or a bank is not going to come to you and say, hey, we looked it up and found out that you had got a loan from the federal, that you're going to owe the federal government back, or a bank is going to say owe them back. I doubt that highly. The state will more than likely come after you if they find out Now, am I telling you guys to go and get off of unemployment? No, I am not. And the reason I'm telling you not to get off unemployment is because if you try to get off unemployment and then you try to get back on, y'all see how much trouble y'all having right now. It'll probably be hell if you try to do it again. So all I'm saying is to keep this in the back of your mind, that it is very possible that if they find out, you're going to owe somebody. All right. And when I say, oh, you're going to owe them for the 2 months, which is 8 weeks. You're going to owe them for the 2 months or 8 weeks that you received unemployment. At the same time, you got your PPP. All right. You're not supposed to double dip. But of course, when you're filling out the application, they don't ask you nothing about it. They don't even hardly mention anything about it. So I feel sorry for some people that don't know. But it's possible that some of you guys may be having to pay some money back. All right. So make sure you tell a friend that we're not all in the clear over here. It's very possible some of y'all gonna be owing some money. All right. So that should be it for the PPP. All right. So I know everybody want to talk about this stimulus. So let's get with it in just a second. Let me see what everybody got. Sarah says, I faxed my 1095A form 4 weeks ago. Still no update. So Sarah, did you fax it to IRS? If you did, 4 weeks ago is not a long enough time to be waiting for them to do anything, unfortunately. I'm saying it's probably 6 to 8 weeks just because they're super, super behind. And if you guys don't know what a 1095 or 8962, a lot of you guys who had an overpayment on your annual premium tax credit, your 1095 is that little form you get with the that comes from healthcare.gov that lets the taxpayer know if you got insurance from the marketplace or not. And when I say marketplace, I'm talking about like the Obamacare. Okay. Some people chose to leave that out. If you leave that out, you will get a letter in the mail from the IRS telling you that you need to add it. Also, if they suspect that you are over your premium tax credit, they are also going to send you a letter telling you that you need to do your 8962. 8962 is not a form you guys are familiar with. If you do get a letter telling you to do that, you guys probably aren't going to be able to figure it out because it is a little bit difficult. So what I would tell you to do is go to a tax preparer. Give them your 1095, which is that form from healthcare.gov, and give them your tax return if you've already filed, okay? And they will figure out what answers go in the block on the 8962. Your tax preparer might charge you. Like I said, it's not a super easy form to fill out, but if you don't have it and the IRS is requesting that you fill it out and you don't, you will not get a return, okay? So you have to make sure that you do that. So Sarah, I'm sorry you're not getting any updates from the IRS yet when it comes to that. That's normal. You're probably not going to get an update from them at all. The only update you will be able to see is when you go to get my payment. Where's my refund? Because where's my refund is for the refund and get my payment is for the stimulus, all right? So let me clear something up really quick too for those that get this mixed up. Get my payment is for the stimulus, the $1,400 stimulus only, okay? If you did not get your $1,200 and your $600 and you filed taxes to get it, then you will need to go to where's my refund, because it is a refund, not a stimulus check. Okay, it is a refund. It is treated like a refund. So you are probably going to be in that long batch of people that are waiting to get serviced. So if you haven't gotten your stimulus check yet, it's because, well, they're still processing them. All right. So if you're somebody that's checking on someone who's an inmate, if an inmate filed their taxes, their 1040, whether they did it through mail or they did it through e-file, it is going to be treated like a tax return, which means it's put in the back. So they have to wait. So call in right now to find out the status. The only thing you guys need to be worrying about is, was it accepted or was it rejected? Okay. Other than that, there will be no processing. You can go and type on on where's my refund, and you probably are not going to see any information that's going to make you feel good. Why? Because they're not processing them. They're slow right now. All right. So that's for individuals who are checking for inmates. Also, if you came and you did it for an underage kid or anybody who came to get a a 1040. They came and got their taxes done, and they are and they were claiming their stimulus. Please know that it's getting treated like a tax refund. So it will be longer to wait for this than it is for the $1,400. All right. So I had a guest on that was going to come and speak right before I got started, but she wasn't on yet. But I am going to bring her on really fast. And the only reason I'm bringing her on, and I know you guys from, I'm actually going to turn the phone around for you guys that are on Instagram and on TikTok, but a lot of people are always talking about my earrings and all that stuff. So I just want to let y'all know who and where I get my items from. And this is a good friend of mine. All right. We were in the military together. So y'all got to give her some love. All right. Cause we still here and we still look good after it's been 20 some years. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to let Chanel come on and talk. Give me just a second. All right, Chanel, you there? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Okay, I unmuted you. Okay, can you hear me now? Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? My name is Chanel Rose. I am your $5 independent paparazzi consultant. Hey, everybody. So I just want to invite you guys to my page. Friend me on Facebook, SHANEL Rhodes, RHODES. And after this, in the comments, I'm going to post a hello, Chris Chantel. I'm going to post a link to Shamika's $5 jewelry party online. Is going on from now until Wednesday. Nice to meet you, Jen. I can't wait to see all of you ladies. I'm going to post a link in the box. Okay, also, I'm looking for team members. I'm looking for new people to join my team, motivated, that like to dress up. And all you ladies that do hair or nails, this is a perfect combination of jewelry to add to your business. The commission is 45%. You pay $275 for the jewelry and you sell it for $5. We also have $25 pieces, and those pieces you buy for for $16, and you sell them for $25. So please come and join my team. I would love to have you on. I'm on an excellent team. My upline loves to help people out. It's an excellent business to join. I love it. I have a great time. I hope you guys join the party. I don't know where Shamika went.
I'm here, girl. I'm here. Don't worry, I'll be here. So, okay. So let me put that back on. Hold on. All right. So thank you, Chanel. So anyway, I just wanted to say that thank you for always keeping me right, keeping my jewelry on point. I appreciate it. Y'all know I'll be trying to stock up and support.
Thank you very much.
I'll make sure y'all click that link and buy you some paparazzi jewelry. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with the $5. Okay, we can spend the $5 and get us some cheap looking jewelry and still not cheap looking. Excuse me, cheap jewelry and still look fine. Okay, thank you.
Right. Okay, now I don't know how to add this link to the comments. I don't know how to comment.
So just post the link in the go on my live on my actual Facebook.
Okay, and then I'll post
it in the comments.
All right, see y'all later. Hope to see y'all at the party, ladies. Bye.
Thank you for your rings. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. All righty. Okay, y'all. Sorry about the break, but definitely had to support my girl, and I would do the same for any one of you guys that have a business as well. All right. So we talked about the 8962. We talked about the stimulus, and let's see. Thank you, Dwight. I appreciate it. I try to look nice for y'all. All right. Just said I got my first and my second one. Okay. Mine is due to hit my checking account. All right, so let's talk about that. So the 7th is Wednesday. If you are an individual, Social Security, disability, regular Social Security, if you're a payee, or if you are an individual who is on VA disability, the 7th is when you should expect to get your direct deposit. We're keeping our fingers crossed that you guys get paid and on time. This is not the first time, okay? The first stimulus with the $1,200, I don't know if you guys remember, but that stimulus was delayed for you guys as well. So that is happening again this time. Blame Social Security Administration for not sending over the information in time. Sorry, but they are now going to pay you. So the 7th, which is Wednesday, that money should be in your account, okay? So keep a lookout for it, all right? All right, Shonda says, I filed February 12th and I haven't gotten my taxes and I'm direct deposit. Again, Shonda, you're going to be in that group of people that I tell that have to wait. Unfortunately, taxes or tax refunds are on hold, all right? Now, if y'all saw my video today, I put up that the IRS is going to be issuing stimulus plus up checks. Okay. So I don't know why they call it a plus up. Maybe they're just trying to sound all fancy, but to me, it ain't nothing but stimulus part 2 or stimulus continue. Okay. So if you, and a lot of y'all hit me up to let me know that, hey, I had a baby in 2020 and I didn't get paid for it, or I'm married, or I got a family of 6 and I got paid for half. That is normal. The IRS says the stimulus plus up is where you're going to get the remainder of the money you should have been issued the first time. All right. So if you did not get your full amount, please be on the lookout starting today. If you didn't get it today, they actually have until the end of the year to get it to you, but be on the lookout again. So just keep checking your bank account like you did for the first one when you waited for the first stimulus to drop, because they're going to drop the remainder of those funds to you any day now. Okay. Any day now between now and December. All right. But that's any day now. Okay. So, stimulus plus ups are coming. The regular $1,400 stimulus is coming for those that did not get it. And what else is going on with the stimulus? Let me see. Well, that's about it is going on with stimulus. Let me see what questions y'all got from me. My check was sent out on the 26th. Still don't have it. Most have the same date. Got a Saturday. All right. So yes, there's a group of people who got the date saying your check was going to be mailed out the 26th or the 27th. IRS said, and I know y'all be like, how you know what the IRS saying? Well, just so y'all know really quick, I am an IRS partner through the VITA tax program. I get a lot of emails that you guys don't see. Plus, I'm on every email list that the IRS has, and I'm a fan of their social media. I stalk them so I can make sure I have good information to give you guys. All right. So IRS said 21 days from the date that you read on your screen, Melanin Poppin'. And the reason why is because they don't control the mail. So they're saying give them up to 3 weeks to get that check in your hand, the check that comes by the mail. All right. So if you got the 26th or the 27th and you didn't see it, it's coming. It's just not here yet. Okay. Sorry, everybody else is getting it and you didn't, Melanin Poppin'. My dad. Let's see. Still no stimulus, no Fed from unemployment income. What's up? All right. So unemployment is just a whole nother mess. So if y'all don't know, ID Me, that's the company that most of y'all had to go and do your verification, to do your ID, to, verify your identity and all of that. Well, ID Me just won 32 contracts. So shall I say they got 32 states. All right. So they're going to be pretty much probably doing all the states, but they got 32 states that they are currently right now working on. So is it difficult to get all of y'all in and process? Yes. Okay. I had somebody come in the office today. Let me tell y'all what unemployment, at least in Florida, is doing. In order to verify your identity, this individual had to upload 4 pieces of information. And now DEO, which is what our unemployment is called in Florida, is also making you verify things that are on your credit. Okay, so it's starting to get a little crazy. All right, so they are really, really taking this identity theft thing serious. You will not believe how many 18-year-olds have called, or their parents have called and said, I'm trying to get my child unemployment, but they told me that she's already currently getting it, but she just lost her job last week. So much fraud is going on when people stealing other individuals' information and applying. That is why it's so difficult for you guys now. Sorry, but that is just how it goes. They made the girl not only do her driver's license, she either had to do a birth certificate or passport. She had to do her copy of her tax return, or something from saying that she gets benefits, whether that's a Medicaid letter, a Medicaid card, or something of that nature. And then again, like I said, they also made her verify things that were on her credit. So if you're going to do any of the verification, try to do it from a computer or somebody else's phone, because you might need your own phone to go and pull your credit on Credit Karma if you got it downloaded, so that you can answer some of those questions, because they are going to be tricky. Okay. So I know that's not what a lot of y'all want to hear, but that is what is going on as far as unemployment. So, and when it comes to unemployment, there ain't nothing else we can really do. All right. All right. Hey, Kick Weight with Keisha. So it says, what Keisha says, I made over 100,000. I did not get the stimulus, but my husband did, and he makes more than me. So, well, Keisha, I can tell you that even though that you make more than 100,000, you still should have gotten a stimulus. And hey, how you doing? I ain't talked to you in a long time. You still should have got a stimulus. What happens is once you reach that level of income, they start to phase you out. I would probably have to talk to you one-on-one, but it's like $50 for every, or $50 reduction for every $1,000 that you make over the threshold until you phase it out till you have no more money available. Okay, so if he got something and you didn't, and he made more money than you, sounds like it could have been a mistake. And or we'd have to look at his taxes to see if maybe his adjusted gross income, when he had write-offs, it might have made it a little lower, which means that's how he could have got it. So you can easily qualify for the stimulus. You can make 100,000, but with write-offs, it actually could be a lot less. So if you want to find out why, or possibly discover why, you know how to reach me, Keisha. We can talk about it. I hope you're doing good, and congratulations on your toilet paper company. Okay. All right. Let me see. Do I have anybody? All right. So, do they give out a new child support card for Florida? Did they give out a new child support card? No, they didn't give out a new child support card. Someone did get one recently in the mail, and all I was doing was letting you guys know to be on the lookout, because a lot of people just throw their mail in the garbage and don't pay attention to who it's coming from. So if you guys don't have informed delivery, which is my favorite thing to have through the post office, it's free and you can spot on your mailbox. Okay, you can see everything that's coming in. A lot of you guys have sent me screenshots today of something from the IRS with a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania address. That is more than likely either going to be a letter telling you about your previous EIP checks. So a lot of you are getting the old checks, the old letters saying that you should have received $600. That is not your third stimulus. If you look at it carefully, if it says EIP 1, that's the first stimulus. If it says EIP 2, that's the second stimulus. There is no EIP 3 letter yet. They have not mailed out a letter for the third round of the stimulus. Okay, so I know a lot of you are thinking, oh my God, they done lowered my stimulus check. No, they didn't. Look at the numbers, EIP 1 or EIP 2, okay, to find out where that is coming from. And it says, did the third stimulus check come on there? And no, the third stimulus check will not come on a child support card. Child support is not affecting the third stimulus at all this time. That was just something else in the mail for you guys to look out for, all right? My son sent the form and he said it's saying pending. I sent Vanessa a message, no answer from her yet. What does he need to do next? Ms. Robinette, nothing. You can't do anything right now. Vanessa is actually growing. She's getting bigger. And for those that do not know, Vanessa is one of our activists here in the state of Florida trying to help individuals get their unemployment. So lately it's been harder and harder to get in touch with her because she's been actually working with ID Me to make sure you guys are getting through and getting approved. She is handling the whole state. So if she has not replied, that's only because she's busy. She does have a group where you can go and write, and she messages back. And she also lists her phone number in that group so you can call her as well. All right. All right, so before I go on to my next thing, somebody asked about, all right, so somebody also showed me a letter. So tax refunds are really getting adjusted. So I'm gonna give y'all an example of what happened on Friday. Someone called me on Friday, did not receive their tax return or their tax refund, and they actually, they didn't receive it, excuse me. They were just trying to find out what was the status. Was it good to go? You know, was it accepted? Was it approved or whatever? It was. The person, when they left the office, they owed $1,400. When we went back and checked Friday, which is now, it's been about 6 weeks since we saw them in the office, that 100 has now reduced itself down to $100. So the IRS is really doing adjustments in the background. You guys just don't see it yet. Because you probably don't have access or you're just not looking for it, okay? So the IRS is also holding up your tax refunds because they are now still working out all the changes. Okay, so some of you guys are entitled to more earned income tax credit. Some of you guys are entitled to a lot of different things. And if you think that you are, after, and this is including your 10,200 from unemployment. If you feel that if you reduce that 10,200, say you just say it wasn't there, and you think that if that wasn't there as a part of your income, that you actually would have actually been approved for more money, you would have got more things, more, your earned income tax credit, those types of things would have been higher. The IRS is telling you that you can do an amendment, but only if you believe that you are due more money. Now, I say wait and let them do it, but that only is going to go by how badly you need the money. And the reason I say wait and let them do it is because it's already to them. Let them work on it. If you do an amendment and send it in now, you might get put in the back because you now just processed your taxes or changed them. And now it's coming in, but it's coming in the back. It's not coming in where you were before because other people have now moved on. So you want to make sure that you have a legitimate reason if you're going to file an amendment, because IRS does not want you to, so they can just hurry up and be done with all this. All right. So I'm just letting you guys know that. Also, if your tax return comes to you and it's smaller than the amount that you were quoted when you did taxes, the IRS also will be sending you a letter letting you know one of the 5 reasons. Excuse me, is it 5? It's 4 reasons. Okay. So here are the things that they're doing to correct the credit. And I'm gonna read them to you. So it says, if an individual was filed as a dependent on somebody else's tax return, and they find that out later, they're gonna reduce it. Now, normally when you e-file, it rejects. So I'm not really even sure how somebody's made it through the system if they were already claimed as a dependent on somebody else's tax return. But this is what it says in the email I got from IRS. It's the same thing that was in the letter that someone sent me. The other option that can make your tax refund lower is if you did not provide a social security number that was valid for employment. Okay, so I don't know how you wouldn't have if you got a W-2, but this is what the IRS is saying. If you did not provide a social security number that was valid for employment, they're going to do whatever updates or corrections, and they're going to reduce your tax refund. Okay, and it says the qualifying child was age 17 or older on January 1st, 2020. So if the child that you added was 17 or older on January 1, 2020, then you, my friend, should be doing an amendment and let that child file their own taxes so that they can get the 12 and the 600, and you can just remove them all together and let IRS pay you whatever they're going to pay. No sense of having your tax return reduced when you can have it reduced, but at the same time, get that child $1,800, okay? So that might be something y'all want to think about doing if your qualifying child was 17 or older on January 1st, 2020. And then the last thing they said is if there's math errors relating to calculating your adjusted gross income and any EIPs already received. So if you claim that you did not get a stimulus, say you couldn't remember. A lot of us don't remember that $1,200. It seemed like it was 18 years ago, okay? But if you don't remember you got that 12 or you don't remember that 6 and you had them put it back into your refund, the IRS is catching that and they are reducing your tax refund for those amounts because they're not going to double pay you. All right. So those are the 4 reasons. But see, just those 4 things, that's enough to make IRS take a long time to get you your tax refunds. So these are some of the reasons why you have not gotten. Now, all right, excuse me. I thought this was interesting. Let me move on. Hold on before I do it. Let me see if anybody got questions for me. The IRS been putting out some stuff, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, okay? They've been putting out some stuff. Thank y'all for sending these gifts on TikTok. I have no idea what they mean. Y'all gonna have to let me know. I have no idea. User 0779, when you said, what should I do? Please ask me again. I apologize if I missed you. Ask me that question again so I can tell you. All right, is there mortgage help for homeowners? No. I'm sorry. There really is not, Shauna. I am shocked myself. This is what they are telling you guys. You can, if you have a a mortgage and your mortgage is secure under fair housing, or you're under Health and Human Services, you can call your mortgage provider or your mortgage servicer and ask them for any type of programs that they have for individuals who can't make their payments. Now, I know they had it before when it first came out. They probably have it again, but I'm just going to tell you, they have not put out anything in this third bill for homeowners that I saw. The only thing they're focused on is for renters with this emergency rental assistance. Okay. Now, since we're talking about emergency rental assistance, let's get on it for a minute. So I've been looking at some of these applications, and most of them are the same. You need to prove that you can't pay or weren't able to pay by showing them. So you're more than likely going to need to provide a copy of your lease. You're going to need to show proof that you're behind. So you can have your landlord write you a letter showing that you're behind. Especially if you live in an apartment complex, they usually will give you a printout showing that you're behind on something. You also are going to need to turn in proof that you're on assistance, especially if you're on unemployment. That is probably one of the main pieces of information that your county is going to want when they're processing your application to show that you need the rental assistance. They want to make sure that you're on unemployment to show that that happens. They're going to probably want that, not probably, they're going to want information for everybody that's in the household. So if you're a mom of 4 or 5 kids, you're going to have to provide them that information too, because they're going to want information for everybody in the household as well as everybody who's on that lease. So you got somebody on that lease and they working and you trying to get your rent paid and you don't want them to know about that person, you better go, no, take them off that lease because they're going to get you. Okay. So make sure that you don't have nobody on that lease that is going to get you messed up, because you don't want that. Okay. Now, I can't say that every city or county is going to be digging into leases and all that. They may, a lot of places are requiring it. You're just going to have to see what your county tells you that you have to do. Definitely go out there and get the money. It is already out there and open. And surprisingly, I haven't seen anybody yet tell me that they got paid or even put in an application yet for emergency rental assistance. I have not seen it yet. Most of the people I'm hearing are saying that they tried to get it. The places where they live don't want to accept it. All right. So that's really the only update. So if you guys have gotten rental assistance or y'all have filled out the application, drop me a note. Let me know what's going on so that I can share this information with other people to let them know what to do. Okay. The CDC eviction moratorium. So I know a lot of people have been asking about that. So I actually went and read all the frequently asked questions and the new form. So it is a new form based differently from the first two. Okay. But this form, and I'm just letting y'all know, this form is telling your landlord they cannot evict you. The other forms didn't do that. This form says you cannot evict me because there is a federal eviction moratorium in place. Okay. Now you can be evicted if it is for other reasons than behind on rent. Now, if you fighting, you playing music too loud, you got dogs in there you didn't put on the leash, your kid's bad, whatever it is, and if that's not if it's outside of the scope of the issue with rent, they can evict you. But if they are trying to evict you because you're behind on rent, this CDC eviction moratorium says, not today. Wait, we are going to pay. Okay. Now, I said this on my live last week. Some places aren't taking the money because they rather you leave than you stay. But under this new third stimulus, okay, and y'all might want to share, y'all can share again while we talking. Go on and share my live. Introduce me to some of y'all friends. Thank you. Or tag somebody. Under this third stimulus package, they will help you put money down for a new place. They do not call it move-in assistance. All right. I don't know why they're playing with the words. They're not calling it move-in assistance, but counties are authorized to let you take some of that money. They're not going to give you all 15 months. They will give you, I believe it's up to 3 months to put towards moving somewhere else. All right. So if you're not getting anywhere, they don't want to work with you. You got something else that you can do. Hey, nephew, how you doing? All right. All right, so it says, what should I do if I didn't get my stimulus check so far? So which stimulus check are you talking about? The first, second, or the third? If you didn't get the first two, you can go to a tax office and file taxes to claim it. If you didn't get your third one, you can go to Get My Payment and you can see what the status is. The third stimulus is still being issued. Wait, if it's the third stimulus you're talking about, you're just going to have to wait until you actually receive it, okay? They have not said that they're going to make you wait until next year. They didn't say that. They've been making some new changes, and I'll get to those in just a second when I get to the child tax credit and all of that, all right? Hairstylist Levine says, will we be getting the balance from the EIDL grant? I received $1,000. Well, yes, if you got the invitation to apply. So if you got the invitation to apply for the targeted grant through the SBA, it's a nice little email and the words come in red so that you know it's not a joke. If you got an email from the SBA telling you to apply for the targeted grant, apply for it. If you need the video for me to show you how to do it, it is not that hard. I will send it to you, okay? So for those who are watching me on YouTube and Facebook, actually in all of these social media platforms, drop me a message and I'll send you my text line number, and I'll send you the video so that you can follow my instructions so that you can get the money. I posted the other day, somebody actually did get paid the rest of their money, all right? So they are paying people out now. They're only going to pay the remainder of the difference between what you received and $10,000, okay? So don't get too excited. Now, if you are somebody that you got your grant, say you got a loan too. Now, the SBA just put this out, okay? Now, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how I keep up with this stuff, but I do. So the SBA said, and this was today, they are going to contact you if you qualify for an increase. Now, previously, you could apply for the increase on your own, all right? So I want to make sure y'all listen to me closely. You could apply for the increase on your own previously, but now SBA is saying, no bueno, do not contact us. We will contact you around April 6th. So tomorrow on to whenever, the SBA will send you an email when it is time for you to ask for an increase, okay? Now, increase to your EIDL loan if you were issued an EIDL loan. Now, if you were one of the individuals that got a loan, but the money never made it to you because it was in the wrong account, or you were denied because it says no economic injury, or you were denied because your credit was bad, or you were denied for too many applications, or whatever reason it is, you still have to do a reconsideration through the reconsideration email. But for the rest of you, we also were told to do a reconsideration to get more money, but now you don't even have to do that. Now that the SBA has removed the requirement, removed the restriction that you can only get $150,000 max, they've changed that. Now you can get $500,000, okay? So as long as you can answer those questions, and we don't know what those questions are. So if anybody gets anything between now and tomorrow, y'all know to send it to me so I can go ahead and make me a little video so I can inform everybody else. We don't know what's going to be required yet, but you are going to be required to fill out something or submit something to them. And I am almost sure they're also going to be looking for the loss in whatever quarter, but they will give you additional money. All right. So make sure y'all tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. All right. So they can get them some more money. Okay. So I hope I answered your question, Ms. Levine. I heard that most landlords won't accept rental assistance. Will that be a problem for tenants? See, Dwight, we must be on the same page, because yes, that's exactly what I just talked about. And yes, a lot of them are not accepting rental assistance. And if they're not, then unfortunately, you can't make them. I'm the type of person, I call the news, because I'm finna make a big deal about it. And I give that person so much bad press that they would beg me to stay to make those people go away. That's just me. But if you don't want to deal with that, or that's not the kind of person that you are, move. There's no sense of staying where you're not wanted. That's how problems start. So they want you to go, just go and use this emergency rental assistance money to help you move because of your situation. Okay. They got a lot of money that came down to these states. All right. This money needs to be spent. All right. So speaking of money that needs to be spent, because y'all know I'm always talking about money, because this is where the money resides, All right. IRS put out another email today saying that they have, and I'm going to read it, $1.3 billion in unclaimed tax refunds from 2017. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. There is $1.3 billion in unclaimed tax money from 2017. If you did not file, and I know I'm talking to a bunch of non-filers here, right? If you didn't file and you work, or you just didn't file because you're one of those people that believe that I don't have to file, but every three, I can skip a year and file every 3 years. No, you are probably one of those individuals that's missing out on this money. I'm gonna show you what I just want y'all to see that. Y'all see these is nothing but numbers. Look at these numbers. I know y'all probably can't see, but I just want y'all to see these numbers on this screen, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all what Florida has. Florida has $89 million in unclaimed tax money. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I could do a lot with 8 or 9 million. Imagine 89 million, okay? So I'm going to need y'all to go, and if you didn't file, okay? If you got to do an amendment or whatever it is, fix your taxes and get your tax refund, because this is it. After April 15th, if you don't claim, after May 17th, because that's when the new tax season is ending. If you haven't claimed that money by May 17th, it's gone. Okay. And the IRS get to walk away with another 1.3 billion. They had 9 million last time from the first stimulus that nobody claimed. So now we're finna give them 1.3 billion too. We just keep giving our money away. So we have to do better at that. We don't want to keep doing that all the time. All right. So file taxes if you haven't. All right. Now, let me see. Hold on. So let me just go through my notes. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything for y'all. And I'm going to read so you guys already know too that you don't make any payments on your SBA until 2022. So all that is gone. You don't have to do anything. No payments. I'm mad because I made a payment and now look, now I didn't even have to, but I did it. So I don't feel too bad, but no payments until 2022. Let me see. I'm just going through everything to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, if you work for a school, right? And a lot of people have been getting hit up by fake scammers. All right. So if anybody says they're from the IRS and they're asking you for your social, your date of birth, they had a list of things that they're getting you on. If they ask you for anything, if you're a tax preparer, if they ask you for your P10, any of those things, the IRS is not going to ask you for those things, and you do not have to give this to the person that calls you. Hang up the phone. They are trying to get y'all and steal your money before it even gets in your hand. So please be mindful of who you're talking to when they call. Okay, scammers get better and better each time they do the things that they do. All right, so make sure that you guys are paying attention to that. All right, let's see. All right, let's go on to this child tax credit, because I know a lot of people want to talk about that. So the child tax credit, that's the $300 or the $250 that you guys are going to get starting in July. All right. Now, a lot of folks that say, I don't want it. How do I opt out? Okay, some of y'all do want it. How do I opt in? The IRS says they are going to open up a non-portal system, a non-filers portal in their system in the next couple weeks. I doubt it's going to be the next couple weeks. It'll probably be sometime in June or May, that you can go in, and they're going to let you update your banking information. They're going to let you put in the children that you had that are not getting counted. So you had some kids in 2020, you're going to get paid for them. They might even let you do it for kids you had in 2021. We're not necessarily sure. It might, more than likely, it probably will be, because this money is an advance from 2021. So if you have kids that are missing, you will be able to put them in so they can adjust your payment. All right. So you will be able to go in that system and opt out. What is so good about this is this keeps some of you parents who actually gave someone else your kids to claim on the taxes. And I know a lot of you guys are worried that they're going to be able to get the money. Well, this should stop that from happening, because you're going to have to go in this system and you can verify or update your information. Okay. So that's more, to be continued as the site opens. The IRS only just put out that little tidbit, but they did want you guys to know that they are not going to miss out on the children, and they're not going to miss out on the banking information, because they want to make sure you get this money. Why? Because it's going to be coming to you for the next 6 months, from July to December. So they want to make sure that the right person is going to be able to get these payments. So stay tuned, and I'll tell you guys when it is open so that you can go in and do what you need to do. All right. Let me see if I got questions really quick. I have a question about it should be PPP loan, Ebony Hatchet. But yes, ask your question, please. And thank y'all for sharing it on TikTok. I appreciate it. No questions on Instagram. If you do, please let me know. Okay. Anything on the SBA grants and approval? The only thing on the SBA grants is you just got to keep checking your email. And yes, people have been getting approved. I'm in a bunch of groups that are not on Facebook. And this group has been literally having a party online because almost all of them have been successful. Again, if you want my video, okay, it don't cost you nothing. I have a video I did. I walked through the application so I could tell you exactly what it is you need to do, because I can't help every single one of you one-on-one. So if you want the video, send me a message so I can get it to you, okay? It's too long to send through Facebook. It's too long to send through Instagram, so you're going to have to text me to get it, but I will give you the number to text so that you can get it, all right? Andy Adams says, I'm on SS file taxes. Will I receive a payment? Yes, you will. April 7th, you should be able to get your payment. It will come the same way your federal benefits come. Now, I'm going to tell you that's what they say, but I will not be surprised if it comes a different way. It may come on the Direct Express, so if you got that Federal Express card or Direct Express card, or it may come in the mail, or it may come direct deposit. You're going to have to, or direct deposit. So I would just tell you to wait and see, but on the 7th is when those should be released. All right, Portrayal says, is the PPP, does it have to be paid back in taxes of next year or any of these loans by the government? So no, the only time, so if you get a loan forgiven, as it stands right now, they are not going to make you add it as income. They change it all the time, all right? But as it stands right now, if you get this loan forgiven, you should not have to add it as income. The government is saying it's forgiven, meaning you don't even have to add it. But your state may say something different, okay? So depending on what state you're in, you need to see, am I going to have to pay taxes on this money that just got written off? Because you might. On the state side, might not be on the federal side, but it's on the state side. The federal government left it up to each state to interpret how they're going to handle the forgiveness part, okay? Florida, although we don't pay state tax, Florida says they're going to treat filers the same way they treat regular corporation filers. And Florida is, in my opinion, trying to get some of the money that you guys got written off, because if you get something written off, they didn't get anything out of you. So they are trying to jump on the bandwagon. We will see. Again, these things change, but I will tell you to check for your state to see. So the EIDL grant, you don't have to report that. The EIDL loan, you will be paying that back. It's not forgivable, so you don't have to report that. The PPP, you don't have to report that. You may have to report it on your state taxes, but not on your federal if it's forgiven. Now, if it's not forgiven and you're making your payments with the 1% loan, you do not have to pay that back because you're paying, you do not have to report that because you're paying it back, okay? So if you're paying the loan back, there's no reason to put it on your taxes because you're paying it, okay? So there's nothing that you have to do. So I hope I answered that for you, Patrell, okay? What is going on with the EIL targeted advance? I answered that already. I applied for the first time for the PPP. Is that considered the one go round? Yes, it is. But Lady Maya Fletcher, did you use your 2019 or your 2020 taxes? If you use your 2020 taxes to apply for the PPP loan, you will get no more draws. That is it. That is your first and your only one. If you use your 2019, you can apply for the first, wait your 8 weeks, and go back and apply for the second, but only if you use your 2019 taxes, all right? Is it still an option to apply for the PPP or EIDL loan? Heck yes, Mama Marchito, definitely. If y'all not applying for these loans, Y'all crazy, okay? If you got denied, fine. Do a reconsideration and get this money. They have increased it from 150,000 to 500. You can't do nothing. That's great, all right? We're not even talking about grants. We're not talking about none of your local business grants that your county or your state is giving you. We're just talking about these federal grants, okay? And it's federal grants and loans. They are there. Just so you guys know, SBA has been giving out loans. EIDL is a loan that they've been had. They just didn't call it the EIDL. It was called the 7A loan. So you can, even if you don't want it, even after this ends, you can still get money, okay? The credit needs to be good, okay? Because y'all know that's what they're looking at, especially for the EIDL. PPP, there's no credit check, okay? None. I had it for 1 month, January 2020. All right, so you got one more. You got another 8 weeks. Another 4 weeks left. It says, why does IRS send people a letter about the stimulus check amount? Even some people got this. Even some people got the stimmy check. I don't know why they send out these old behind letters, but these letters are old. The first and the second stimulus belong to Trump. These letters should have been came out. I don't know why they're late in doing it now, but they are. So if you get a letter, again, make sure you're reading to see if it says EIP 1 or EIP 2 so that you know which monies they're talking about, okay? And a lot of y'all been asking me about a fourth stimulus. No, I haven't heard anything about it, and I doubt very highly that we're going to get one. They're giving you guys all this extra money. So I don't think they're going to give a fourth stimulus unless this pandemic just happens to get worse. And then now we ain't never going back to work and we never going back to school. But, but I don't see that happening. So right now, I think this is going to be it. And I believe they're waiting and hoping till next year that this will all be over. Okay. I sent you a text 3 weeks ago to the number you gave us. When you get a chance, please check. Elizabeth, I probably did see your message and went to answer it and got busy and forgot and it didn't answer it. So send me another message. I apologize and I'll get to it tonight. I won't answer a message until I'm ready to really answer it. All right. So send me a message tonight. Sorry about that. What the taxes dates when they start issuing taxes? So there is no date. They are just issuing them as they go. So they might process, I think they said they were doing another 130 million stimuluses. And I'm like, how many millions of people are there? So they're sending out another. Then on the 7th is supposed to be the 30 million people who are on SSI that didn't get it. So they're issuing refunds, but to me, they're issuing a few, couple thousand here, but they're mostly issuing the stimuluses. Until that's done, everybody's not going to get that rush of refunds back until after this is over. So we're waiting on this stimulus to be done. Then they will get to you guys and do the rest. Now, a lot of people have been asking me also, what's up with the broadband, the $100 laptop, and the $50 internet? Hasn't started yet. Coming soon as it opens, I'll let you guys know. Also, FEMA and the funeral program. Now, I don't know if y'all seen my new video, but I updated it. And I do keep the new videos on TikTok. So if y'all ain't following me on TikTok, then something's wrong. But the new amount is FEMA is now giving you up to $9,000, not $7,000 like they previously were. It's going to be $9,000 per person or per funeral. Okay. So if you have loved ones that died from COVID, okay, as long as they have a death certificate that says that, you can get up to $9,000 back in funeral expenses, okay? But what I like about what they're doing now is they're going to allow you to claim up to 4 people on one application, so it's not so much paper, all right? And what they're going to do is you're going to, if you say you use all, you claim all 4 people, you can get up to $35,000 back from the government just on one request, okay? So you can write in. Well, actually, you won't be able to write in. You're going to have to call. They're going to screen you to make sure you qualify. After they see that you qualify, they're going to give you a case number. And that case number, you're going to write on all of your documents, and you're going to send those documents in. That is receipts from wherever you got stuff done. If somebody gave you some money, like say cousin Ray Ray gave you some money, get a receipt. Okay, and write that down so you can submit that. Put that that case number on there, that application number on there, and you're gonna send all that stuff in when it opens so they can start paying you back. Okay, so it's funny because it's like all this money coming, but it's like held up. All right, it's slowly but surely trickling in. All right, so if I have anybody watching from Oklahoma, anybody watching from Texas, or anybody watching from oh gosh, just one more place that had like the winter freeze. You are having your taxes. You actually have the opportunity to file later. Okay. So if you want more information on that, all you have to do is again, send me a message and I'll let you know the date for your state that you can, that you have up to apply. But you do get a little bit more time. Let me see if anybody asks me anything. Hey, Markavia Gibson, I hope you apply for that job, girl. All right. Again, so I'll just put this out there. So I like to rehash stuff. IRS is hiring. They got 1,000 positions open. So some of y'all say y'all need some jobs. Well, go on and work for them. Okay. Because they're definitely hiring. And you can work from home. Okay. Tawana says, I haven't been able to get into my EIDL grant account to get the remainder of my $10,000 grant. I emailed and called them and told them that I put my Social Security and EIN, and it kept saying my information isn't correct. So yes, you're going to have to work with them. And just so you know, Miss Jackson, you won't be able to get into the portal to get the grant. If they give you the grant, the money will be in your bank account. You can check your portal so that you can see the status of your grant. So the same portal that you went into for the EIDL loan, where it says this is how much you got quoted for, that's the same place you would go to check the status of your targeted grant. There is another place in there that'll show you what percentage of the process that you're done to being complete, and if you got approved or disapproved. So you will be able to see that in that portal. All right. What's the link for the FEMA for COVID-19? Fast Black, if you could send that to me as a message, I will send it to you, but it is not open. It's on one of my videos, but the portal's not open. It's actually just going to be an 800 number right now for what we see, okay? Hey, Chantel, how are you? Hey, Shan Meredith, nice to meet you too. And let's see. Yes, Chantel, I saw your message. I heard your voicemail, so I'm glad you got your stuff. We're good to go. I did reply to you. I got a little busy in the office today, so forgive me. Christina Billis, what you got? The plus up. Do we have to do anything? No, you don't have to do anything for the plus up. Just check your bank account and spend your money wisely. That is it. How about the rental assistance? Rental assistance is going to be county-based, state-based. I will, at the end, like I did last time, I'm going to do this every Monday. So at the end of these lives, if you're in my text group, and if you guys are watching and you want to be in my text group, send me a message. I'll give you the number. I'm going to start sending the links every single time I finish the live so you guys can get, you can stay in the loop. All right. Let me see the time really quick. Okay, so it's 8:05. So y'all know I don't really like to stay long. Let's get on the student loan really quick. Student loan. So if you guys went to Everest, Virginia College, ITT, golly, it's so many schools. I did find a spreadsheet that the IRS, that the Department of Education keeps. It's like 17,000 lines in this Excel spreadsheet. So your school is more than likely going to be on there. If you believe that you were duped by a school that lost their accreditation and or they closed, please take part in this $1 billion that Joe Biden actually approved for you guys. So if you don't want to pay these loans back, you don't want them on your credit report anymore, you can't get a house, you can't get none of these things that you want because they're blocking you, remove it, especially if you're not going to that school. I'm not paying nobody that I know I don't owe anymore. And if and the only way we're going to be able to do that is you guys are going to have to turn in those applications. It's two of them. One is a 25-page application, one's a 4-page. I do offer application assistance. You just going to need to know some of your information because I didn't go to your school, you did. All right. But I will send you that information should you need it. All right. So remember, drop me a line here and I will give you the info to get that. All right. All right. Instagram, it says didn't receive any other stimuluses. Rose Diamond, send that to me in a message, and I will send you what it is that you need to have, and I'll actually file it for you. I've actually been doing that for a lot of my viewers. If you haven't gotten it, they've been sending me the information. I file it, and then I send them their return back. I am a tax preparer, and I work with or in partner with the IRS Vital Program. So we're not playing over here. This is real deal, serious thing. And I'm very happy to report that we've done 453 people for free this tax season to get their taxes done. So we definitely want to help out people who are low income, who are in prison. We got elderly people. We want to make sure you guys get your taxes filed. Remember what I said, Florida has $89 million of unclaimed tax money from 2017, not to mention these other states, okay? But that's just the state that we live in, all right? So we want to make sure we get every single dollar that is ours, okay? Thank you very much, Balden, Sassy Sav girl. I think that's what I'm saying that right. I enjoy doing this very, very much. Yes, ma'am. It's so much fraud. It's ridiculous. It's so much. It is. But you know what? I can't. I think I might want to leave that comment off live. I think I'm gonna talk about that one-on-one with somebody. I ain't even gonna say nothing else. All right. So Yolanda says someone opened a Chase account in their name. All right. So let me tell you what happens real quick if you find yourself a victim of fraud. There's a couple of things that you need to do. The first thing you need to do is when you find out that somebody got you, because they get you. All right. You need to go immediately to the person that you found. So if it's a bank that you found out, you need to let them know immediately it's not you. If it's unemployment, you find out somebody got it, it's not you. If it's IRS, because there are a lot of people that are saying, hey, my kids are claimed and I didn't give my information to nobody. I didn't file yet. So if you find that out, you need to immediately report it to the agency or the department that you found out that it was taken in the first place. And then you need to go to your local police department. Why? Because if you have a police report, it makes everything else smooth like butter. And what do I mean by that? A police report can remove debts from your credit, especially if they're not yours. But you need a police report to be able to do that. Okay, so if you find that, hey, somebody got my information and they went and they got open up this and they open up that, that's how you get it removed, that police report. If you go to a bank and somebody got into your account with those little Instagram tricks and then they ran your account up, a police report should help you be able to undo it so that you have the right to be able to go and be a part of a bank again. A lot of people got kicked out and said they can't even be a part of a bank because somebody got them from a Cash App trick or somebody got them from an Instagram hack or something. You let somebody come into your account and do all them games and now you stuck. So a police report is going to be your best friend. So you're going to take that police report, you're going to keep a copy for yourself, you're going to turn it into the same place that you just reported that it was not yours so that they can now no longer come after you. It's their job to find out whoever did it against you. And same for the IRS. If the IRS finds that you say that it's not yours, they're going to verify with you to make sure that you sure it's not you. You sure? Because the IRS has an identity theft report that you can use that's just for the IRS, but you can't use it anywhere else. That's why I say get a police report so you're not stuck with the company's own form and then can't use it anywhere else. Then you're stuck filling out the paperwork all over again for someplace else. So we don't want to do that. Police report works fine everywhere. Keep that in your I say take a picture of it so that way you always have a copy so you can show somebody that you were a victim of identity theft. And a lot of times that clears up a lot of confusion. Okay, but that is also why you guys are struggling getting assistance and getting your unemployment right now. All right, how do I get my school loans waived? Well, Meme, I just talked about that. So if you are Mimi, I'm not sure how you say your name, but if you need those forms, I will send them to you. Just send me a message and I'll get them to you. All right. How do I get the $1,400 for myself? I don't file. So people like you are in a peculiar situation, Tom. If you don't file taxes normally, what you're going to have to do, because they did not open the non-filers portal to claim the third stimulus like they said they were. Now, that doesn't mean they aren't, but they have not. So if the IRS does not open the non-filers portal for stimulus checks, okay, not the non-filers portal for the child tax credit, the $300 or the $250. I'm talking about for the stimulus. If they don't open it, you will have to wait and claim it on your taxes next year, okay? So Please don't go to your tax preparer saying, I want to go and file for all 3 of my stimulus checks. You can't do that. Why? Because the $1,400 stimulus check came out in 2021. All right. And so you can't claim 2021 on the 2020 taxes. You can only claim your 12 and your 600 because they came out in 2020. All right. Hope that makes sense for some of y'all, but it is the truth. Okay. All right. So let me go on here. What's going on with the EIDL targeted advance? I answered that already. She also has help. Cipriana, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if it's me, I know I got some help. Okay. I didn't get anything from child support for stimulus 1 or 2. If you didn't get anything from child support, you have to call your local child support office. Now, I will tell you that some guys slipped by and they did not get anything taken out of their check when they were supposed to, but it doesn't mean that it's a crime or it doesn't mean that they did anything wrong. The state probably didn't turn in the stuff to the IRS in time for them to offset the money. So at this point, they're not going to offset it now. It's just too late. That just means that the baby daddy is going to be stuck paying the money that the stimulus would have paid for them. Okay. So unfortunately, the stimulus, actually lowered the debt that they owed in back child support. Okay. So that's why they were taking it and putting it and giving it to the baby moms or to the state, is because the man owes a debt and they're going to use the stimulus to pay for it, but not this third stimulus. They cannot do that. All right. What's going on with unemployment? Slow as hell. You guys can always go to unemploymentpua.com, unemploymentpua.com, and you can check to see when each state has started issuing out funds again. So if you're in one of those states like Florida that has not really paid, but you keep claiming your weeks, you can go on there to see when they have start paying the money out. All right. So unemployment PUA. All right. Let's go. What do we have? How do we get the last stimulus? I don't file taxes, college students. So Tom, I think I just answered that for you. You cannot get it at this time. You're going to have to wait until the next year, or you're going to have to see if they open up the non-filers portal. Can you do both the PPP and the EIDL? Absolutely, yes. I was approved for EDL, but didn't move forward. You definitely need to move forward. If they approved you for that EIDL, go and get that money, okay? Because I'm telling y'all, we ain't gonna see this money raining like this no more, not no time soon, and not for some of us of color. So I will tell you that yes, if you were approved, definitely move forward and get it. The PPP, you can do that too. They're 2 separate loans. They're handled separately by 2 different places, but the money comes from all one place, and that money comes from SBA. Okay. All right. So it says, what if I haven't filed 2018, 2019 because of a tax preparer? I lost my paperwork. I've been trying to get my W-2s, but no success. Well, if you cannot find your W-2s, you can do a 4506T transcript, and you can request that the IRS send you whatever they have. Okay. The IRS tells you that if you are not sure, or you think you lost or misplaced your W-2s, file with what you know. And if you can't remember the rest, that is fine. I can't believe they said that either, because normally they don't speak, or they're not usually so charismatic or understanding. But I would tell you, instead of doing it that way, do a 4506T request, some your transcripts, the information that the employer sent on your behalf, let them send it to you, and then file. Okay. So if you're not sure what I mean, Jamel, I'll send you the form. It's 4506T. It is the IRS transcript form. Okay. So definitely go get that so you can claim those past years. Stop letting this money slide out your hands. Okay. Because these tax preparers be messing y'all up. Okay. All right. Did they approve the extra 100 for unemployment, bringing us to 375? Y'all give an answer on that. I don't remember anything about an extra $100 for unemployment. I could be wrong, but I do not remember reading anything about that. There's been some changes, a lot. So Dwight or anyone else that's one of my little unemployment gurus that's always checking the system, y'all respond to Elise Blount and let me know too. Okay. And Cassie says, I love your hair like that. Boo, I'm coming to see you tomorrow. Thank you, Cassie. Come see me tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, I'm going to put you on this show so you can show your treats so more people can come out and support Sassy Treats, okay? So we want to get some of them cakes and cookies on the live for everybody, all right? So come see me tomorrow. All right, there is no mortgage assistance in the new bill, only rental assistance. All right, Katrina, thank you. That's the same thing I said. They ain't do nothing. That's right. So Katrina added something I forgot. So not only are you going to get rental assistance, you can also do utilities and just like she said, security deposit. So they are helping you with you if you have to move. Why? Because they know some people are not taking the money. All right. So thank you, Katrina. I appreciate that. Can I still, let me see. Thank you for all the information you offer to help us. You are more than welcome. Can I still receive $1,400 once I file my 2019 taxes? Yes, you can. And is the PPP forgivable loan? Yes, it is, only if you apply for it. If not, you will be paying at 1% for about 10 years. It says, are there grants for 501c3s? EIDL is a grant. You can use that for a 501c3. Yes, you can. They also, you can go to I Fund Women. You can go to Hello Alice. As a matter of fact, I applied, or my teammate, we actually applied for a bunch of grants today. I just decided to stop dragging my feet. And there are quite a few grants out there. I Fund Women, Hello Alice. You can go to kiva.org. You can go to grants.gov. That's the federal government. If you're a veteran, you're disabled, they have a lot of grants through the VA. They're going to most likely be they're going to be through the VA, and you probably have to be signed up on a list to get them. Excuse me. But if I get them, I will try to post them for you guys. All right. And it says, I used my biz to apply for PPP. I'm pending request for my February 2020 statement, which I have submitted. Yes. So there are a lot of people that are waiting. If you find that you're still waiting for your grant, your PPP, remember the SBA don't change the rules like 800 times on these banks. I feel so sorry for them that right now they're probably running around like, what in the heck do we do? So if you find that you're not getting anywhere, don't call because they're probably not going to answer the phone. Send an email to customer service or to support. Find out the status of your loan. If your loan is still processing and you've waited way too long, I can't tell you how too long is. It's really going to go by what you think. If you feel like you waited way too long, then all you need to do is tell them you want to withdraw your application and go take your take your business somewhere else. There are a ton of banks. SBA has a list of like thousands of lenders that will lend you money. Now, I would tell you, you probably want to join some groups so that you can find out who the best lenders are, because not every lender is the same. Some are too easy, some are too difficult. All right. So I ain't gonna drop no names, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get me some sponsorship over here. But I will say some of them, I ain't gonna say who's good or bad. I'm just gonna throw out some. We got Blue Vine, we got Blue Acorn, we have Cross River Bank, we got Lendio, we got Wampley, we got Biz to Credit, we got Cabbage, we got PayPal. You got Squares doing it. You have golly, there's so many. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on, not to mention your local banks, but these are just the third-party banks that I think are way easier to go to than it is to go into actual brick and mortar. So if you were denied at a brick and mortar bank, don't feel bad. They're denying a lot of people. Go and do it behind a computer. I bet you'll get approved. Okay. I answered that question. When will we receive the balance for the EIDL grant? Yes, you just have to wait until they approve you and put the money in your account. It says, what's going on with unemployment? I keep filing, but still nothing. I need a little bit more information than that. If you're still in just the waiting process, processing, then we can't do nothing about that. If you filed or claimed your weeks and you're still waiting, I tell people I'm calling. That's just me. I call them. I don't care if I got to sit on hold. I put my phone on speakerphone, or I'm on the phone with them. And I'll be asking to speak to a supervisor every single time, because I don't want to deal with the regular employees, because I need to try to get through. And then if not, y'all know me, I'm going up and up and up until I call the news, and we're going to make a big stink about it, because I just need my money. I don't know. That's just how I work. I don't know about y'all. Okay. SSDI, can they get a grant without going? So I'm just going to tell you, SSDI, you could get a grant because it's not reportable. Okay. I don't know about getting no loans. And I definitely don't know about getting any loans if you're on Section 8, okay? Because a lot of people have been asking, I'm on Section 8, can I get it? I wouldn't play with that, because if they find out and you lose your benefit, that benefit is gonna last way longer than the money that you got from PPP, okay? But remember, and this is for those that came late, I said in the beginning, if you got the PPP loan and you're on unemployment, if unemployment finds out, you will have to pay that 8 weeks of money back, okay? Because you're not supposed to collect both of them at the same time, all right? They denied me for an increase and my business was closed for a year. Tiffany, when did they deny you for an increase? Was it recently or a long time ago? Okay. Wow, 2017. Yes, ma'am. All that money sitting out there, 1.3 billion. I'm going to get my money. Okay. Why SBA is still saying processing for weeks? Because SBA is slow. And processing for what? The EIDL? The EIDL normally takes like 2 months. And when it first came out to get. So if it's still showing processing, that's normal. Okay. It takes a little bit for it to get through. All right. May 2021 is when IRS will give people the UI refunds of, all right, thank you, Dwight. So that is true. So if you are getting your taxes corrected because of the unemployment, you will be, or you should be expecting to see a new refund check coming in May for the changes. Actually, not just the unemployment, any changes. If there's any changes to your earned income tax credit or anything, in May is when you'll start seeing the money come from that. All right. So you got money coming for disabled veterans and Social Security. You got money coming from the child tax credit in July. You got the corrections of your refund. That money you should be getting in May. And then if the IRS did not pay you your full amount, you should be getting the stimulus plus up any day now. Okay. So there is some money coming to you guys. It's just real slow. All right. Not to mention for those who are eligible to apply for FEMA funds. Okay. Because that's a whole nother wonderful, big, large pot of money. So make sure you guys go and apply for anything that FEMA has. Matter of fact, I think FEMA has more money than SBA. Just let me tell y'all that, okay? And why do they have more money? Because FEMA has emergency management funds when there's ever a natural disaster or any kind of emergency declaration. So if you ever see that your city or your town or your state has been declared a disaster, just know that means money, okay? And that money from FEMA, all right? So just so y'all know. All right, so let's see if I missed anything before I go. Can I get a stimulus? Can you get a stimulus when you're on child support? Yes, you can. I haven't received my email yet, but not sure if I will get it since they changed it to targeted low income areas. Well, Tiffany, that doesn't matter because remember I said around April 6th. Okay, April 6th. Y'all gonna have to start coming out here with pencil and piece of paper because April 6th, that is when the SBA should be contacting everybody else who is not fall under that targeted or that low income area. They're going to be contacting you guys to let you know that you can now get more money for a loan. It doesn't say anything about a grant, but that is for the loan portion. All right. Tyrell, hey, will everybody get the stimulus on the 7th if you haven't gotten it yet? Mine still says unavailable. Yes, I am believing 30 million people are going to get it. I just read a thing before I came on here that said the IRS is planning to pay the majority of people they did not pay on the 7th. All right. So I would even check my account on the 6th at midnight just to make sure the money is coming to me. Okay. So yes, Tyrell, you should see it by then. Can I apply for the PPP loan to start up a business? Remember, I always say this to everybody. The SBA, PPP, they do not give what they call startup loans. We don't say that. So if you don't have something to show that you were in business before, whether it was something from your taxes showing that you had a hobby or something with Schedule C, they are not going to give you startup funds. Why? Because we don't know if you're really going to use it to start your business. And so they don't want to take that risk. They prefer to give it to people who really have a business. So the answer is no, but it's also yes if you can demonstrate that you've been open, not just open right now, but if you can demonstrate that you were open before, okay? Thank you, Tiffany Levine. I appreciate that share. All right, question. My birthday was put in wrong when I was approved and e-signed my paperwork already, but now it's saying error. What do I need to do? If your birthday is wrong, I will tell you to do an amendment ASAP and correct that, because the only thing that's going to happen is when the IRS gets it, they're going to look at it and go, well, who is this person? And they might send you a letter, and then you're going to have to wait even longer to get your check. So if you know there's something wrong on your taxes now, fix it. And I'm not talking about the $10,200 from unemployment, but if your birthday's wrong, like she says, fix it immediately so you don't have to wait any longer. All right, because we already waiting. For the PPP. See, now I forgot the question. Terry, you might have to send me an inbox message so I can get that. All right. You mentioned April 7th for Social Security people. That is very true, Janelle. April 7th is the day. Do you need experience for the IRS job? Now I looked at the job and it says no experience. Okay, they are starting people out in low levels and placing them in different levels based off of experience. So you can start at a GS5. A lot of y'all may not know what that is unless you worked in the federal government. I do. It's not a bad position or a grade to start at. The pay is good, and you can work from home, so you can't beat that. So go and look at the IRS, okay? And then you can go right to usajobs.gov. Or usajobs.com. I don't know which. I think both of them work. Go and check it out. Type in IRS when you want to look for the agency, and then you'll see all the jobs they have, and they do have a lot. Okay. Are the taxes still on hold? Yes. What does plus up actually mean? I answered that, Dwight. Plus up is just a fancy way of not saying nothing. It just means you're just getting extra money they owed you. Okay. I made a video on the plus up. You can go look at it on my timeline already if I didn't answer that for you. Emily says, my refund was automatically selected by computers to get rechecked. What do you think is going on? I applied for my refund on February 2nd. What do I think is happening? I think that it is really probably just random. There are a lot of people that might get audited. There are, just because of this COVID season. Unfortunately, it seems that they tend to go after low and middle income individuals more than they do the wealthy. Is it fair to feel picked on? Yes, I think it's crazy. But to me, it's just a stall tactic. But if you happen to find out that you're getting audited, or you get one of those codes that's saying that, I forgot what one of the codes were. I think it's or is it 230? I can't even remember the code right now. But anyway, if you get one of those codes, you can always go and search it. That's what I do. So a lot of y'all, somebody sent me a code from TurboTax and they didn't know what it meant. I put it right in Google, and it told me what the code means. So if you get a code, if it says IND dash and it's numbers, and it has to be IND. So if you get it, if it says IND and numbers behind it, put that code in on Google so that you can see what that code means. All right. And thank y'all. My compliments are looking nice. I appreciate that. And is Kaiser on the list? No, Kaiser is not, unfortunately. Kaiser is still open. Now, it might be a certain location for Kaiser, but Kaiser is not one of those schools that you can get your loans taken off for, okay? So if you need the student loan information, again, y'all know y'all going to have to hit me up in the inbox, because I'm going to get up out of here so that I can go enjoy the rest of my night. And it says, I got my taxes. I'm on SSDI. The porter says I'm eligible. No date. So I'm sure if my family and it's late getting to me. So Michelle, look for it on the 7th. That's when you should get that. Okay. It says, I didn't put my unemployment on my tax and I already got my tax. What do I need to do? You, sir or ma'am, if you did not put your unemployment on your taxes, this is an absolute must. You need to do an amendment and add it. The reason why is because it might be more money to you, because the $10,200 is tax-free. So go back to your taxpayer or somebody you trust, okay, and have them add that in to see what the difference would be, okay? When you put in your $10,200, it's all the information is put in there now. So there's nothing you have to wait to see what it's going to be. Soon as they add it in there, you'll see what your return would be. And if you got more than you should have, you're just going to have to repay it, okay? I would tell you to let the IRS know you want to repay it and just set up a little payment plan. You can do $25 a month. The payment form is always built into a system, hopefully, that your tax preparer has. If they can't use it in the system of the tax software, they can print it out and do the form, and you can do it for $25. It's worth it. I would rather you find it than they find it, because by the time they find it, they're going to add interest, and it's going to be way more than what you had expected. So get in front of it and add that back and then turn those taxes back in, okay? I haven't received the stimulus since the 1200. What do I do? Send me a message. Send me a message and I'll get that for you. I will get you filed and get that 600 so that you can so the system can know you to go ahead on and cut a check for 14. What does still getting processed mean? It just means just that. It is still processing, meaning they're still working out whatever they got to work out in the back before they can give you an actual date. Can you apply for the PPP loan if you have a 1099 but didn't file taxes? You can and you got to see with the bank that you're applying through if they're going to let you do it. Not every bank is going to accept it. Some will. Terry, I would tell you to send me a message and I'll tell you who you can go to that will take that 1099, okay? Can an 18-year-old file for the first 2 stimuluses? Yes, as long as they're not claimed on anybody in 2020, okay? Let's see. My refund, okay, I read that one. Hey, do you have to reapply for the second draw? Yes, you do. If you go through the same bank, you got your first one through. You don't have to even add any more documentation. It is quick 1, 2, 3, okay? So yes, you do have to apply for that. My refund was high because my husband is a semi-truck driver who lost all of money. Where do I get this code? I'm not sure what you mean, Emily, when you say the code, and unless you're talking about a rejection code, but send me a message and I'll answer you. Do we have to reply for the PPP, the second draw? Yes, you do. You're welcome, Kid Blaze. All right. All right, y'all know I'll be going to get out of here. Let's see. I got my taxes, but no EIP 3. I have a family of 5, and I'm also on SSDI. The tool says I'm eligible, but no date. On the 7th, Michelle, is when you should be receiving your money. I'm sorry you had to wait with the kids, with the family of 5. I hope the baby's all right. But Wednesday, you should be smiling, okay? EIDL, do we pay the money back? Can we apply if, Section 8 or unemployment? I answered those, Tom. Section 8, I wouldn't mess with it. Unemployment, you're not supposed to, but people still are. And you don't pay grants back, you pay loans back. What to do to get the remaining $1,400? Nothing but wait. You can't claim it. It came out in 2021. If you take money from your Roth IRA during the pandemic, will I have to pay taxes on the money? No, and no. All right. In the stimulus bill, it says if you had to take out any money due to the pandemic, they're not penalizing you. You probably got penalized when you took the money the first time, but you're not going to be penalized from the IRS at tax time. So you're going to be good to go on that. No more money coming out. All right. The mail date was March 26th. That means you got up to 21 days to wait to receive that. Is everyone getting the stimulus on the 7th? No, Tyrell. This is only for individuals who are affiliated with Social Security and the VA when it comes to veteran benefits. So not everybody. Okay. Only those individuals. If I didn't get my 3rd stimulus for my daughter and my taxes just was approved with her a dependent, then you, Emily, are just like somebody else over here. You're going to have to wait to see if the IRS opens up a non-filers portal so that you can go back and claim her. If not, you will have to wait until 2020. I don't know why they missed these kids, but they did. Sorry. Let's see. Are there monthly checks for individuals with no children? No, ma'am. There's no monthly checks for people with no children. There ain't no struggle over here. We ain't got no kids. Okay. So no, they said we can figure it out, but the parents with the babies, they need some help. So no, none for us. Okay. Being that they are not checking your credit to qualify you for the PPP loan, are they going to report it on your credit? Only if you don't pay. So no, if you miss the payments and you don't pay it, they will. Let's see. I think I'm about done. All right, Miss Cut Perfectly. If you have a situation you want to talk to me about, please, you're more than welcome to send me a message. Or you could call me in my office, one of the two. Is Full Sail on the list? No, it's not. Full Sail is not on the list. It might be a certain location, but not the whole school. It is not. All right. All right, so I'm getting ready to be done here. What all required for FEMA and what type of funding do they have? it's really going to be based off of what you are applying for. So right now, all FEMA has for everybody else right now, other than the people that lived in the states of Oklahoma, Texas, and I think it might have been Kansas or something. But for everybody else, all we have is the funeral expenses, okay? And you can't do anything about that yet because the line's not open, all right? And I don't know what you mean when you say what EIDL, and okay, and it says, may I have your information, please? So before I go, y'all know I got to give out my text number for everybody to get at me. So this is my text number for those that are left watching. And for those who are on Instagram and TikTok, the number is 407 698-3804, 407-698-3804. Text me. When it sends you a message back, please click the link and put your information in there so I know who I'm talking to. I don't like talking to people with Facebook names or social media names because it does not help me help you, okay? So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to answer this one last question over here on Instagram before I let you go. 407-698-3804. That is my text line. It's the phone that's on my hip. Okay. So, send me a message. I will get back to you. Somebody, either me or someone on my staff will get back to you to answer your question. We try to do this for y'all, so we keep y'all in the loop. Okay. This last question says, I took my sister as a dependent, but we are still living in my father's household. I filed taxes as head of household. I still haven't received anything about my taxes. And me and my sister did not receive our stimulus checks. That says stimulus check says not available. What should I do? So the only thing that you could do right now is hopefully if you file head of household, I hope you and your daddy did not use the same address, because you can't be head of household when he's head of household because you're living in his house. Okay. So I hope you guys use 2 separate addresses. So if y'all didn't know that, that's something y'all need to pay attention to. Head of household, only one person can be head of household. Can't have 2 and 3 people, all right, using the same address. So that's one. If you have not gotten your stimulus yet, all you can do right now is continue to wait, because there's nothing else we could get the system to do. You've already filed her. So right now you're just in that waiting phase. You can't call nobody. You can't do anything but check where's my refund and get my payment. That's unfortunate, but it is the truth and it's your reality right now. Okay. And hey, Sultry Megan, I haven't seen you in a while, Miss Jessica. I hope you're doing good. So, all right. So anyway, I ain't going to keep y'all. Thank y'all for staying as long as you did stay, way longer than I had suspected. But again, subscribe to my TikTok if you haven't. I try to put a video on there every day, especially when something new comes out, because something is always changing. And if you have a question, tell us, Megan, please drop it in the message and I will respond to you. And as for my fellow supporters here on Facebook and YouTube, thank y'all as always. I'll see you guys next Monday. My birthday's on Saturday. Okay, I'll be 42. Okay, anyway, so I'm excited about that. So anyhow, you guys take care. You be blessed. I'll see you guys next Monday. And if you got questions, I will always answer them. Okay, and if I don't, send me another message, but I will get to you. Okay, so I see y'all guys again. And you said, do I have to claim my 1098T if box 5 is less than box 1? You have to. You know what? Maisha, send me a message. I actually might call you on that one, just so we can go over it. And thank you for saying happy early birthday. I appreciate that. And y'all take care, and I'll see you guys again next Monday. All right, bye. See y'all. Bye. Bye-bye, y'all.